Hello, everyone. Success is not about luck or talent alone. It is about an obsessive commitment to growth, a mindset that refuses to stay stagnant, and a hunger for constant improvement. The world's most successful people are not satisfied with being good. They are determined to be great. They see every challenge as an opportunity, every setback as a lesson, and every day as a chance to become better than they were yesterday. They live in a state of perpetual learning, consuming books, seeking mentors, attending seminars, and applying new strategies to expand their potential. They know that the moment they stop growing, they start dying, so they make growth their highest priority. When successful people wake up in the morning, their first thought is about how they can improve. They don't check social media or get lost in distractions. Instead, they feed their minds with powerful insights. They read autobiographies of great leaders, listen to podcasts that challenge their thinking, and invest in courses that develop new skills. They understand that knowledge is not just power, it is the fuel that drives them towards success. They don't just learn for the sake of learning, they apply what they learn immediately. When they read about a new productivity technique, they implement it that same day. When they hear about a mindset shift, they start rewiring their thoughts instantly. They take massive action on what they absorb because they know that learning without execution is useless. Their obsession with growth extends beyond just acquiring knowledge. They push themselves physically, mentally, and emotionally every single day. They don't exercise just to stay in shape. They do it to develop mental discipline. They don't meditate just for relaxation. They do it to gain mastery over their thoughts. They challenge themselves with new experiences, stepping into discomfort because they know that's where real transformation happens. Growth isn't something they do when it's convenient. It's a non-negotiable part of their lifestyle. They treat self-improvement like an athlete treats training, like a musician treats practice, like an entrepreneur treats business. It's not a side activity, it's a way of life. They also surround themselves with other high-growth individuals. They don't waste time with people who complain, blame, or settle for mediocrity. Instead, they seek out those who challenge them, inspire them, and hold them to a higher standard. They understand that proximity is power, and they strategically position themselves in environments that force them to level up. Whether it's networking with high achievers, joining masterminds, or investing in coaching, they deliberately place themselves in rooms where growth is the norm. They know that being around people who think bigger forces them to expand their vision, upgrade their beliefs, and take bolder actions. Another key aspect of their obsessive growth mindset is their ability to embrace feedback. Most people resist criticism because it makes them uncomfortable. But successful individuals actively seek it out. They ask mentors, colleagues, and even competitors for feedback because they know that blind spots can only be revealed by an outside perspective. They don't take criticism personally. They use it as fuel for improvement. They want to know what they're doing wrong so they can fix it, refine it, and come back stronger. They are relentless in their pursuit of excellence and are willing to tear apart their own strategies if it means they can build something better. They don't believe in talent alone. They believe in the power of effort, repetition, and refinement. When they see someone more skilled than them, they don't get discouraged, they get motivated. They study that person, model their habits, and put in the work until they reach the same level or surpass it. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They create it by taking action. They train their minds to crave progress, and over time, growth becomes their addiction. They develop an unstoppable hunger to expand their knowledge, sharpen their skills, and elevate their performance. Their commitment to growth is not just about business or financial success. It extends into every area of life. They work on their relationships, becoming better communicators and more empathetic listeners. They refine their emotional intelligence, learning how to control their reactions and stay calm under pressure. They optimize their health, knowing that energy is the foundation for sustained success. They don't compartmentalize personal development, they integrate it into everything they do. They also understand the power of identity. Instead of saying, I want to be successful, they declare, I am successful. They don't just try to develop new habits, they become the kind of person who naturally executes those habits. Their growth mindset is not just about learning new things, it's about completely transforming who they are at the core. They adopt the mindset of a winner, the discipline of a champion, and the resilience of a warrior. They recognize that success is not a one-time event, but a continuous evolution. Successful people have an unshakable belief in their vision. They do not just set goals. They create a crystal clear vision of what they want and commit to making it happen no matter what. This clarity gives them the power to push through obstacles, stay focused, and take massive action every single day. They do not wait for the perfect moment because they know that waiting is just another form of procrastination. Instead, they create the moment. They take action even when they don't feel ready, knowing that clarity and momentum come from doing, not waiting. Their vision is so strong that it becomes a force of nature. They see their future so vividly that it feels real to them before it even happens. They immerse themselves in it, visualizing their success every single day, reinforcing their belief that what they want is inevitable. This deep conviction fuels their actions, pushing them to wake up early, stay late, and keep going, even when the results aren't immediate. They understand that most people quit too soon because they don't believe deeply enough in their own potential. But they refuse to quit because they know success is simply a matter of persistence, discipline, and refusing to accept anything less than their vision. Their belief is not based on external validation. They don't wait for others to approve of their dreams. They don't need permission to go after what they want. They validate themselves by taking action, proving to themselves every day that they have what it takes. Even when others doubt them, they remain unshaken because they have already decided that failure is not an option. They don't see setbacks as signs to stop. They see them as opportunities to refine, adjust, and come back stronger. Their belief is so deep that no amount of rejection, criticism, or failure can break them. They understand that belief alone is not enough. Belief must be backed by action. That is why they don't just dream, they execute. They break down their vision into clear, specific goals and attack them with relentless determination. They don't get lost in overthinking or analysis paralysis. Instead, they move fast, make adjustments along the way, and keep pushing forward. They don't make excuses about why something can't be done. They focus on finding solutions. They hold themselves to an incredibly high standard. They don't settle for average effort or mediocre results. They demand excellence from themselves in everything they do. Whether it's their work, health, relationships, or personal growth, they show up fully committed. They don't rely on motivation to keep them going because they know motivation is fleeting. Instead, they rely on discipline. They train themselves to take action, whether they feel like it or not. They surround themselves with people who fuel their belief. They don't waste time with negative, small-minded people who tell them their dreams are unrealistic. They intentionally build a circle of high achievers who challenge them to think bigger, push harder, and raise their standards. They know that who they spend time with influences their mindset, so they make sure to be around people who elevate them, not drag them down. They embrace the power of repetition. They understand that mastery is a result of doing something over and over again until it becomes second nature. They don't expect instant success. They commit to the process of relentless improvement. Whether it's in business, sports, or personal development, they put in the reps, refining their skills, upgrading their mindset, and sharpening their execution. They know that repetition is the secret weapon of champions. They take full responsibility for their results. They don't blame their circumstances, their past, or other people. They own everything that happens in their life because they know that taking responsibility gives them power. If something isn't working, they don't complain, they fix it, they adapt, they learn, and they move forward. They don't waste energy on things they can't control. They focus on what they can control. Their effort, their mindset, and their actions. They refuse to let fear dictate their choices. They feel fear like everyone else, but they don't let it stop them. Instead, they use fear as they lean into discomfort, knowing that the biggest rewards come from stepping outside of their comfort zone. They understand that every time they push past fear, they grow stronger, more confident, and more capable. They create momentum by taking action every day. They don't wait for motivation. They create it by moving forward, no matter how small the step. They know that progress builds confidence, and confidence builds unstoppable momentum. They take massive action, adjust as they go, and keep pressing forward until their vision becomes their reality. Successful people have mastered the ability to control their emotions and use them as a driving force rather than a roadblock. They understand that emotions dictate decisions, and decisions shape destiny. Instead of letting fear, doubt, or frustration hold them back, they channel those emotions into productive action. They do not suppress their emotions. They manage them, reframe them, and turn them into fuel for their journey. They recognize that the mind is the ultimate battlefield. Most people lose before they even begin because they let negative emotions take control. High achievers, however, train themselves to shift their emotional state instantly. When they feel doubt creeping in, they replace it with certainty. When they feel frustration, they transform it into determination. They don't wait for emotions to change on their own. They actively rewire their mindset to create the emotions that serve them best. They know that the quality of their emotions determines the quality of their life. They refuse to be controlled by external circumstances. No matter what challenges arise, they choose how to respond. They don't let setbacks define them. Instead, they use adversity to strengthen their resolve. If they lose money, fail in business, or face rejection, they don't dwell on it. They look for the lesson, extract the wisdom, and move forward with even greater focus. They have conditioned themselves to operate from a place of confidence and certainty. Confidence is not something they wait to feel. It's something they create. They generate it through daily habits, self-discipline, and relentless self-improvement. They know that confidence comes from repeated action and a history of keeping promises to themselves. By consistently doing what they say they will do, they build an unshakable belief in their ability to handle any situation. They have mastered the art of shifting their emotional state through physiology. They understand that how they move their body affects how they feel. When they need to generate energy, they change their posture, breathe deeply, and move with power. When they want to shift from anxiety to certainty, they adjust their facial expressions, stand taller, and use strong, confident movements. They don't just rely on mental strategies, they use their body as a tool to instantly change their emotional state. They do not allow negative self-talk to sabotage their potential. They are aware of the thoughts running through their mind and consciously choose empowering beliefs. Instead of saying, I can't do this, they say, I will figure this out. Instead of thinking, what if I fail, they ask, what if this works out better than I imagined? They understand that the words they speak to themselves shape their reality, so they guard their self-talk fiercely. They surround themselves with environments that elevate their emotional state. They curate their surroundings to inspire and motivate them. Whether it's the people they spend time with, the books they read, or the content they consume, they ensure everything they engage with strengthens their mindset. They refuse to expose themselves to negativity, gossip, or anything that drains their energy. Instead, they immerse themselves in uplifting, high-performance environments that push them to be their best. They have developed rituals that keep their emotions in peak state. Every morning, they set their mindset for success. Whether it's through visualization, affirmations, movement, or gratitude, they prime themselves to attack the day with full force. They don't leave their emotions to chance. They take control from the moment they wake up. This daily conditioning ensures they operate at their highest level, regardless of what life throws at them. They train themselves to associate discomfort with growth. While most people avoid difficult emotions, they lean into them. They understand that the greatest breakthroughs come from pushing through discomfort. When fear arises, they see it as a sign they are expanding. When they feel overwhelmed, they know it means they are leveling up. They don't run from tough emotions, they embrace them and use them as stepping stones to their next level. They never let emotions dictate their actions in a way that weakens them. They acknowledge their feelings, but they don't let them control their decisions. They understand that emotions are temporary, but the consequences of actions are long-lasting. That's why they train themselves to act based on their goals and values, not fleeting emotions. Even when they feel uncertain, they take bold steps forward because they have conditioned themselves to act in alignment with their vision. They have built the muscle of emotional resilience. When life knocks them down, they don't stay down. They bounce back faster than others because they have trained themselves to see challenges as opportunities. They don't waste time complaining or feeling sorry for themselves. They take responsibility, adapt, and move forward with even more intensity. Their emotional resilience makes them unstoppable. They know that success is not just about skill or knowledge. It's about mastering the emotions that drive action. That's why they constantly work on themselves, developing the emotional intelligence, mental toughness, and inner strength that allow them to perform at the highest level no matter what obstacles come their way. Successful people are obsessed with taking massive action. They don't wait for the perfect moment, ideal conditions, or permission from anyone. They don't sit around thinking about what they should do. They do it. They don't hesitate, overanalyze, or let fear stop them. When they set a goal, they immediately start moving toward it with everything they've got. They understand that action creates momentum and momentum creates results. Most people get stuck in a cycle of procrastination, self-doubt, and endless planning, thinking they need more knowledge before they start. But high achievers know that execution beats perfection every time. They don't wait until they feel ready because they know that waiting leads to stagnation. They take action first and figure things out along the way. They are relentless in their pursuit of progress, adjusting and adapting as they go. They have trained themselves to push through resistance. Every great achievement comes with moments of discomfort, uncertainty, and obstacles. The average person hesitates when they encounter these barriers, but the successful ones keep moving. They know that growth happens outside their comfort zone. They embrace discomfort, knowing that the only way to expand is by pushing past limits. When something feels hard, they don't see it as a sign to stop, but as proof that they are leveling up. They take personal responsibility for their actions. They never blame others, circumstances, or luck. If something doesn't work, they don't waste time complaining. They pivot, adjust, and take the next step. They know that success is a game of numbers. The more action they take, the more chances they have to win. They don't wait for motivation to strike. They create their own momentum through disciplined, consistent effort. They understand that speed matters. The faster they implement ideas, the faster they get feedback, and the faster they learn. While others hesitate and overthink, they make decisions and move forward. They don't let fear of failure slow them down because they see failure as a stepping stone to success. Every setback is just data, a lesson to refine their strategy. They know that the worst thing they can do is nothing. They have an unstoppable work ethic. They don't just take action occasionally, they take action every single day. They have built routines and habits that ensure they stay productive even when they don't feel like it. They set clear goals and execute with urgency. They don't wait until tomorrow, next week, or next year. They know that success is built on what they do right now. They train themselves to act despite fear. Fear will always be there, but they refuse to let it control them. They have conditioned themselves to take bold action even when their mind tells them to retreat. They know that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward in spite of it. Every time they push through fear, they strengthen their confidence and expand their capabilities. They don't just work hard, they work smart. They constantly look for ways to maximize efficiency and get more done in less time. They prioritize high-impact actions that move them closer to their goals. They don't waste time on trivial tasks or distractions. They understand the power of leverage, using systems, tools, and people to accelerate the results. They surround themselves with action takers. They avoid people who make excuses, complain, or stay stuck in the same place. They align themselves with those who push them to be better. They study successful people, model their habits, and adopt their mindset. They know that the right environment fuels action, so they intentionally create surroundings that keep them driven and focused. They refuse to let failure slow them down. Most people give up too soon. High achievers keep pushing. They see failure as feedback, not a dead end. If something doesn't work, they adjust and try again. They keep refining, learning, and improving. They understand that success is built on persistence, and they commit to staying in the game long after others have quit. They celebrate progress, not just perfection. They know that every step forward, no matter how small, brings them closer to their goal. They track their wins, build confidence through action, and use their momentum to keep going. They don't get discouraged by setbacks. They use them as fuel to push harder. They operate with an intense sense of urgency. They don't put things off. They treat their goals like a matter of life and death because they know time is the most valuable resource. They wake up every day with the mindset that today is the day to take action, to make things happen, to move forward. They live with purpose, discipline, and an unshakable commitment to progress. Success is built on discipline. The most successful people in the world don't rely on motivation alone. They have trained themselves to be disciplined in every area of their lives. They don't wake up and ask themselves if they feel like doing the work. They just do it. They have conditioned their minds to follow through no matter what. They understand that motivation is fleeting, but discipline is what drives long-term results. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early when your bed feels warm and comfortable. It's going to the gym when you'd rather sit on the couch. It's making the tough decisions that move you forward instead of the easy ones that keep you stuck. Successful people know that discipline is the bridge between where they are and where they want to be. They create strong daily habits that set them up for success. They don't leave things to chance or depend on willpower alone. They structure their days in a way that ensures they make progress no matter how they feel. They have morning routines that put them in the right state of mind, and they follow evening rituals that prepare them for the next day. They eliminate distractions, plan their priorities, and take control of their time. They master self-retrieval. They don't let short-term pleasures get in the way of their long-term vision. They don't give in to every craving, impulse, or emotion. They know that the ability to delay gratification is one of the greatest predictors of success. They resist temptations that pull them away from their goals, whether it's mindless entertainment, unhealthy food, or wasting time on things that they hold themselves accountable. They don't make excuses or justify why they couldn't follow through. They take full ownership of their actions, and if they fall off track, they correct course immediately. They don't wait until next week, next month, or next year to start again. They recognize that every single day is an opportunity to recommit to their goals. They surround themselves with discipline-driven people. They don't hang around with those who take the easy way out. They seek mentors, coaches, and peers who push them to higher standards. They study the habits of high achievers and model their behavior. They understand that their environment plays a massive role in their success, so they create an atmosphere that supports discipline. They train their minds to embrace discomfort. They know that success demands sacrifices, and they are willing to pay the price. They push through pain, exhaustion, and frustration. They don't look for shortcuts. They build resilience through effort. They condition themselves to stay focused and committed even when things get tough. They establish non-negotiables in their lives. They don't operate based on feelings or moods. They have set standards that they refuse to compromise on. Whether it's their work ethic, health, finances, or personal development, they hold themselves to the highest level of discipline. They make commitments and stick to them no matter what. They keep their vision in front of them at all times. They constantly remind themselves why they started. They visualize success, feel it, and use that energy to fuel their discipline. They don't let distractions or obstacles blur their focus. They stay locked in on their purpose, knowing that every disciplined action brings them closer to their ultimate goal. They measure their progress. They don't just hope they are improving, they track their performance. They keep journals, set measurable targets, and analyze their habits. They don't guess whether they are getting better. They have data to prove it, and when they see progress, it strengthens their discipline even further. They redefine failure. They don't see setbacks as a reason to quit. They see them as lessons. They use every failure as feedback, adjusting their strategy and moving forward with even more determination. They are relentless in their pursuit of mastery, knowing that discipline is what separates the successful from the mediocre. They operate with a sense of urgency. They don't waste time waiting for the right moment. They act now. They execute today. They know that success is not built on what they plan to do someday. It's built on what they do every single day. They have trained themselves to show up, stay disciplined, and do the work no matter what. Success is not about talent or luck. It's about consistent action taken over time. The most successful people in the world understand that greatness is built on the foundation of relentless execution. They don't wait for the perfect moment, and they don't rely on external motivation. They take action every single day, regardless of their circumstances, and they stay committed to their vision with unwavering focus. Every high achiever knows that results come from disciplined execution. They don't just dream big, they back up those dreams with action. They understand that an idea without execution is worthless. That's why they develop the habit of immediate action. The moment they set a goal, they create a plan and execute it. They don't wait for everything to be perfect because they know that perfection is the enemy of progress. They don't let fear control them. They know that fear is just a signal telling them they are stepping into something bigger. Instead of running from fear, they use it as fuel. They take bold action even when they are scared, and they trust that they will figure things out along the way. Successful people condition themselves to take action even when they don't feel ready. They remove excuses from their vocabulary. They don't allow themselves to justify why they can't take action. They don't blame their circumstances, their past, or other people. They take full ownership of their lives. They believe that their success is 100% their responsibility, and because of that, they refuse to waste time making excuses. They take control and move forward. They create powerful rituals that keep them in action mode. They don't leave things to chance or rely on motivation. They develop routines that put them in peak mental, emotional, and physical states every day. Whether it's their morning routine, their exercise regimen, or their work habits, they structure their lives to ensure they are constantly making progress. They don't waste time overanalyzing or second-guessing themselves. They trust their instincts, make decisions quickly, and adjust as they go. They understand that speed is power. The longer they hesitate, the more doubt creeps in. That's why they move fast, take risks, and learn from experience rather than waiting for all the answers. They focus on progress, not perfection. They know that taking imperfect action is better than waiting for the perfect plan. They understand that mistakes and failures are part of the process. Instead of fearing failure, they embrace it as a necessary step towards success. They analyze their setbacks, adjust their approach, and keep moving forward. They build resilience through repeated effort. They don't give up when things get hard. They push through challenges, setbacks, and obstacles because they know that struggle is what makes them stronger. They don't allow temporary defeats to define them. They get up, refocus, and attack their goals with even greater intensity. They surround themselves with action takers. They don't waste time with people who complain, procrastinate, or make excuses. They seek out those who push them to be better. They learn from those who have already achieved success, and they adopt their strategies and mindsets. They know that their environment influences their success, so they stay in spaces that demand growth. They are relentless in their pursuit of excellence. They don't settle for mediocrity. They hold themselves to the highest standards and demand more from themselves every day. They don't just work hard occasionally, they show up and perform at their best consistently. They don't just take action when they feel good, they take action no matter what. They develop a laser-like focus on their goals. They don't allow distractions to pull them off track. They eliminate anything that does not serve their mission. They set clear, specific targets, and they break them down into daily, actionable steps. They know exactly what they need to do every single day to move forward, and they execute with precision. They measure their actions and results. They don't just hope they're making progress. They track their performance. They hold themselves accountable by setting deadlines, reviewing their work, and making necessary adjustments. They don't just work hard, they work smart, constantly refining their approach for maximum impact. They operate with urgency. They don't wait for the right time because they know that time is the most valuable resource. They act today, not tomorrow. They don't waste energy on procrastination. They create momentum by taking consistent, decisive action. They understand that every moment wasted is an opportunity lost, so they treat their time with the respect it deserves.